Welcome to Dinner with the Dawn. You guys know I love to cook. So I wanted to open this channel and not talk about anything else but fashion, real estate, travel, and of course, how to prepare some of your favorite dishes. So let's get into it. Thanks for following me. So this episode is a blast from the past. I spent the weekend hanging out in my Pasadena condo, wondering what I was going to cook. I came up with an idea to invite my very good friend, Ananda Lewis. Ananda was on MTV, BET. She had her own shows. Ananda is the bomb. I decided I was going to cook some Greek food, some Lebanese food, and just go all the way Mediterranean. So let's get into it. Got some appetizers. Got some tabbouleh. We got some peppers. Got some mushrooms that are marinated.
You were up here working while I was stuck on the 210.
Got some olives, some radish, some feta cheese, some more black olives. I already marinated my Greek salad, laying atop some beautiful kale. Has feta cheese, cucumbers, red peppers. This is just the beginning. I ain't even got to the good part. When we gonna get to the good part? Get on to the good part. You guys know who my special guest is, right? Yo Nanda, yo Lauren. It's funny how money changes situations. Hey! Hey!
I was on the humble.
Hey! Why like she dumb? Y'all ready? Here we go. Come on, let's go, Nandi. Oh, hi, Hey! Hey! Talk to me,
You have to toast after you.
Okay, I'm gonna toast. Hey, we're gonna do it like this. Can y'all hear us? Hey, need some hearts. Can y'all hear us? Need some hearts. Hey,
Hi. Thank you for inviting me.
you're welcome. Hi, y'all. Cheers to you guys. God is good. Life is good. Finally, it's happened to me right in front. Anyway, I just decided.
Cooking with Dawn. All right, what are we doing this evening, this
First of
lovely
all,
evening?
I want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. Andy will be reading off questions. I'm going to be cooking and doing some demonstrations. I'm going to give you the vibe first of what we're doing. Everything that we're eating is inspired by the Middle East. So I'm going to make stuff from scratch just to show you guys how to make stuff like hummus from scratch. I'm going to do baba ganoush. Baba ganoush, the word is, the father is spoiled. Baba is father, and he's spoiled by the women of the house. Baba ganoush.
I always learn something new from you, Dawn.
Baba ganoush is eggplant, and basically eggplant is roasted on the grill, and then is pureed, if you like it pureed, or you just kind of like take the meat out. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing, because this part has already been cooking. So these were fresh, plump eggplants earlier. 35 minutes on the grill, medium heat. So what's happening now, you see the eggplant busted. And what's happening now is the inside of the eggplant is naturally cooking. So that takes the longest, so that's why I put that on the grill already. So when you see the end, you'll see what I did there. So I'm going to start with things that I told you before. Always takes the longest, and then we're going to go back. I'm going to start with things that take the longest, and then we'll go back and we'll start doing other things. So I'm going to make a rice pilaf with vermicelli noodles. Okay, vermicelli is that thing that, you know, they do in the Asian culture, but they also do it, Lebanese people make vermicelli with basmati rice. So, Nanda, tell them about oils as I start this whole situation.
Just what I know about oil is vegetable oils are not good for your body. We should be using, what she's using right now is some ghee, that's clarified butter. And that
It's
stuff
organic.
is amazing.
It
You
is
will
amazing.
smell like popcorn, but it's really good to use on your body. My dad has used it on his body for a long time, on his feet specifically. And we should be cooking with coconut oil. And really, that's it for high heat cooking, or butter.
Why
The
not?
heat point of oil is much lower than we've been led to believe it is. So when you cook it too high of a level of heat, it goes toxic. And when it starts to burn, it lets out, I don't know what they're called, some kind of bad chemicals though. And you know, you can see oil burn and turn black. Any char on your meat, any blackening on your pot is not good for your body.
Smoking.
Smoking is horrible, not just
Meaning
cigarettes, but in your pan
Right,
too.
when your pan is smoking, you're not doing anything good for yourself, you guys. When you let your pan and the oil and the butter
Yeah,
smoke,
it's not good.
It's not a good look. So I'm going to tell you a little
Slow
bit
and
about what
easy
I
with
know
cooking.
about ghee. So really, it comes from a cow that really is eating good things. It comes from, this particular one comes from an organic valley. And what happens is how you get clarified butter. You know when you cook with bad butter and that bubbly stuff that happens on top of the butter?
the yellow,
that yellow stuff
puffy,
is not good for you. Clarified butter is, they remove all that stuff and then you get down to the good stuff. You get down to this. You know, it's a little more expensive, but
Worth it.
it's worth it. Your skin, your eyes, everything, your tongue. You know, when people have white tongues, you got to wonder what the hell are they eating? Why are they getting that effect? So here, I have vermicelli noodles. So clearly, that is from the Middle East. You see that? This is superior
Arabic.
quality. Everything we do is high end. Because it's for what? It's for your body. This is vermicelli. So we're going to drop that in. I'm just going to drop a little bit in because I'm going to end up making rice.
This is so interesting for me, Dawn, because I'm not much of a cook. I can follow instructions really well, but
Okay.
I don't cook a lot.
All right. I love it.
And
So check that out.
this is, I didn't know you could put
So you put vermicelli
noodles
in.
and oil.
Right. Because you want it to brown. You remember rice-a-roni when you were a kid?
yeah.
Rice-a-roni.
The San Francisco treat. We were brainwashed, girl. We still know that commercial.
Right. But that's vermicelli. Those little noodles in there is vermicelli inside the rice. So what we're doing right now, we're going to brown this slowly. Again, I don't like cooking fast. We're going to talk to you guys. I want you guys to ask questions. Ananda's going to tell you about how she got signed back in the day to BET,
I am.
to MTV,
I am.
when she talked to Hillary
Am
Clinton,
I?
when she had her own talk show, how we met
you
back
have to
in
pour
the
me
day.
some more wine.
So guess what? I hope you guys have your wine. You know I always start the show with a little cocktail.
Yes.
Ananda wanted red wine today, so that's what we're doing.
I'm taking it
Ananda,
easy on the
show
liquor,
them-
so the red wine is all I.
That's right.
all I'm
Show them
having
the
right
pot.
now.
Now you see what's happening. I'm just getting ready to brown the vermicelli noodles.
Oh, that looks good.
Keep that
Oh,
there.
it smells so good, you guys. We're going to have a party.
We're
Good
going
wine,
to
music, and food. Happy family. Yes, need to true.
Okay, so we're showing this
For
right now.
eggplant, do you just put it on grill plain? No
I
seasoning on top?
No, nothing on top. Right
Just
now it's
plain.
on medium. I turned it down because we're doing other things, but it's still cooking inside. Nothing. I don't have to season this because we're not going to eat the skin. Once
just
I
gonna cook
take
the
this out,
inside.
I'm going to put it in a bowl. I'm going to add tahini. I'm going to add a few other things. You'll see.
So when you cook with high oil,
Yep.
the carbon, it's a carcinogenic. It becomes cancer causing
Ooh, tell them.
because it burns and it's horrible for your body.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah,
So somebody
thank you.
just
See, I know stuff. I just don't know how to say it. That's all. We got it. Where can you get these noodles from? No, you went to a special grocery store to
Okay.
get a lot of these ingredients. Tell
All
me
right,
where
so
that was.
Okay, so I used to live in a city here in LA called Glendale. And Glendale is known for the Armenian community. So I have a lot of Armenian neighbors, had a lot of Armenian neighbors and Armenian friends. And one thing I could say about Armenian people, they are, you think we party? Mm-mm. No. We don't
They taught
have
us how to party?
nothing on Armenians.
What?
Let me tell you something. They have like 7 or 8 courses of food before they get to the main course of the food. And I'm serious. There's no lie about that. So I learned
That's
so much
awesome.
about cooking with them. I have friends that are from Lebanon. I have friends from pretty much all over the world. So I've learned a little bit from each and every culture. And I took the best of what I liked from each one, and I wanted to teach you guys.
That's
what
really the
I
way you
learned.
lived on. You take the best from all the things you experience, and you morph it into your own life. I love that about you. You're
too.
always paying attention and taking the best of the best and then moving it forward. You know what I mean? Ever since I've known you. I've known Dawn for, can we say how long?
Yeah.
91.
Since 1991.
Jeez, how long is
so
that?
all
Don't
you guys
count it.
who are, you know, new
This
to
was
the
not a
game,
TV friendship.
No, yes, okay.
We met in the backwoods of Youth at Risk.
Right.
It was a program to help at-risk youth kind of stay on track and get their lives together and become the greatness that they are, that they didn't realize yet. And it was my sophomore year in college, I believe. It was.
So Ananda
I've been doing
was
youth
going
work for
to
a long
Howard
time.
University.
HU!
Ananda was going to Howard. I moved to DC because at that time I had Dawn to Dusk, hair, makeup, wardrobe stylist firm in LA, and I wanted to learn more about how do, you know, minorities get these grants and loans, you know, that they tell us about, but they don't teach us how to get them.
Right.
So I moved to Washington, D.C., and I started going to, you know, different government programs and learning about what was available to me as a minority woman and as a minority African American person. And I wanted to learn what was available for me, so I wasn't saying that shit wasn't available, that everybody else gets. No, things are available.
You just have to go get them.
Work.
People are getting them because they're
the,
going and getting them.
Yes.
Right. They're not being handed it.
While we're talking, Nandi, pull in.
Awesome.
So what I've done now is the vermicelli. The vermicelli has brown. I added the basmati rice on top of the vermicelli. So this is the basmati rice. And this has a more of an Indonesian, Indian flavor to it. It's a wild rice. I like to do things different. I don't like white rice.
So did you put any garlic?
I haven't done anything.
Oh my gosh!
I haven't done anything.
So good.
All I've done is let it brown.
What are these little pieces in here? Was that already in there?
Yeah. So that's so that's part of the medley. This is the basmati rice medley.
And what's
you
in
see
it?
In the bag, it's black rice.
Yeah.
It has. So that's what you're smelling. You're smelling the vermicelli. That
Garden herbs
brown.
and vegetables. That
Right.
smells great.
Okay, so I've browned that. Now
What you gonna do?
I've been boiling
What's up, girl?
more chicken broth.
Ooh, yum.
Because instead of water, I want chicken broth. So I'm going to add, I'm going by, you don't see any measuring cups,
No,
right?
I don't.
Okay. Because there's two of us. I know what I'm, ooh, you hear that? You got it close up? Do a close up on that. I'm adding liquid to the rice. Doesn't it smell good? And I'm just going to stir it one time. You don't have to keep watching rice. My mother used to tell me, a watch pot never boils. How much longer, Mommy? How much longer? A watch pot never boils.
So go do something else.
So go, get out of here.
Go do something else.
Beat it. So, now, oh, this is mine?
This is yours.
Back to the food. Nandi, salute again. Show me the fish, Nandi.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay, so check this out.
Clint said it's yummy.
This right now, I've just put, it hasn't even been cooked yet.
No.
So what I've done is I got this fish earlier today. I showed pictures on the last post. I went and I got this beautiful yellowtail red snapper.
Red snapper.
Which is rare. Yellowtail red snapper. I poured olive oil on the top because I'm not frying it. I have tarragon. Come close, Jan.
Cool.
So what I did is I sliced the fish. I stuck pieces of garlic in the slices. This is tarragon.
I love tarragon.
Me too. And again, this is Middle Eastern type stuff. I put tarragon and garlic inside. Then I sliced open the fish. I also stuffed the fish with garlic, roasted garlic, tarragon leaves. I put it all in and slices of lemon. You see the garlic all in there? So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cover it. I'm just going to put the foil over it. I'm going to take it to the grill and I'm going to stick this in a little handy device I have. And I just stick the fish right
look
there.
At that.
Yeah, ain't that something? Ain't that something? This
love
is when
it.
you do
I'm
big
a tool
things.
lover, so that's a cooking tool.
Right.
I love
that. Okay,
that.
so you take the fish, you put it inside, and then I'm going to hold this fish in with this
They
little
like
device.
it too.
This little device right here is going to hold the
Clips
fish in.
on.
It clips on. It's going to hold the fish so that I can turn it as
Wow.
I'm cooking it. I'm going to stick it in the grill. Boom. It's going to go flat on the grill like that. Ain't that something?
That is something.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you do
Top
when
next
you
and a
grown
bumping,
and
I got
sexy.
your whole, jump,
when you
butt
know
jumping.
what you doing and you
Yeah,
grown and sexy.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
There she is.
Okay, so we're having that fish. That's going to cook
Oh, I can't
for
wait
about
to have
15
that.
minutes. In the
Okay,
meantime,
I'm grabbing you a wipe. Hold on, people
Okay,
who know me
thank
well.
you. I need a wipe.
No, I don't play without wipes.
Right. I need a wipe.
And you
Thank
just
Boo.
touched some fish.
Right.
There you go. Wipe it
Touch
off.
some fish, but what I do, actually, I'm gonna wipe.
Ooh, wash is even better. Ooh, you
Wash
fancy.
it
You got
out.
outdoor
Fancy,
water.
huh?
You got outdoor water.
Okay, I have a little olive oil. This is grown and sexy again. This is called a shish kebab. Unlike what we may have seen before. On this
That's
shish
a
kebab,
what?
A shish kebab.
Wait a minute.
And this-
That's bigger than any shish kebab I've ever seen.
And this is called
The
turkey
heck?
shish. This is, right now, this has been seasoned from the place I told you I went to earlier.
So it's ground turkey?
It's ground turkey. I'm going to take the
Wow.
shish kebab. Watch
Look at
this.
this.
I'm going to stick it through.
What?
And then,
You are fancy.
you fancy, huh? Watch this, Nandi. I got to put this glove on. Make sure.
Are you about to put a Jimmy on the turkey?
I'm about to put a
What's
Jimmy
you
on the
doing?
turkey.
Why?
I gotta hold it in between my legs.
Oh my-
Show that, Nandi.
Oh my God.
I'm holding the Jimmy like
What
that.
is going on?
Putting the glove on.
What's going on?
And then I need a little water. I gotta wet my glove, and I'm gonna stroke it. Bring it down.
Oh
Stroke it.
my
I'm
gosh.
bringing it down.
My
Stroking it. I'm bringing it down. Watch this. I need a little more water.
They like it.
They
Growing
like it.
sexy
I'm bringing
cooking
it
with
down.
Dawn. All right,
I'm
Spirit.
bringing it down. You see that?
That does look like a samurai sword, Melissa.
Now watch.
Oh my gosh. That's how they make it look like that?
Yes.
Did they teach you that at the market? Or where'd you learn it?
Friends do this, and you just sit it on the grill.
Oh
But
my
what I'm gonna
gosh.
do, instead of just sitting it, remember I told you before?
Yeah.
You don't move stuff that's already on the heat. It's already on the grill, right? So I put some olive oil on there because the next time I turn it, I want it to sit lightly on the olive oil.
Well,
I don't
that
want
is a good way to use oil when you're grilling.
when
Right
you're
on the grill,
grilling,
but
right
not on your
the grill.
food.
Right,
That's good.
on the grill. You see that? Okay. So those two
That's
things
clever.
are cooking. Watch this. I'm gonna add a little.
You remember stuff so well. That's my problem. My memory is
I'm
horrible.
gonna add a little bit more to the grill.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And
wipe
why are
this
we doing
grill.
that?
Because
same
watch
reason?
this. Because I have zucchini.
Ooh.
I'm adding zucchini. I'm gonna add my zucchini to the grill
Nice.
and a fresh tomato. Look at that. It's been cooking already. You see the juice coming out?
Yeah, I see.
But it wasn't on the grill
I'm
yet.
about to be fed, y'all. This is gonna be great.
Take my glove back off.
I love it because I don't handle raw meat with bare hands either. It's
I'm
really
gonna
just
close
not
that.
a smart thing
Boom.
to do.
Done. Hummus.
1 can of garbanzo beans.
I have a clean spoon.
Tahini.
Tahini, Middle East. You see that? Tahini is from it's sesame seeds,
Ground
pureed
up.
down.
It's basically
Very healthy.
sesame seed butter. It's
Right.
like peanut butter,
Very
but
healthy
sesame
food.
seeds.
I'm gonna take 1 tablespoon. Come close, Nandi, please.
Dana wants to learn how to make that kebab.
1 tablespoon of sesame seed
Yeah.
tahini. I'm gonna take my handy NutriBullet. Right now I'm making fresh hummus, you guys. You know,
But one of my favorite earliest memories of Dawn, at the program we used to do, she had this amazing, some of you remember this dog, Malcolm was the most amazing boxer. He was the most amazing dog I've ever known, but he was a boxer. And she called him, there was this huge field. What field was that? Where were we? We were in the woods.
Yeah,
We were in the woods somewhere with these kids, honey. They were teenagers. And this dog was at least a football field away from her. That dog came from over there and she said, you were talking to him in German?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was talking to him in German because she's fly like that. She said, whatever it is, stay in German. And the dog sat down.
way away.
I'm in a football field, at least. You don't hear me. This dog was way down there. And she goes, whatever she said. That dog ran the length and came right in front of her and sat down again. I was like, ooh. It was like the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. She had him so well trained. And he was so big and yet so gentle and loving. And you dog lovers know all this stuff about vicious dogs and big dogs. I have a pit. Well, she doesn't really count because she got beat up by 2 cats, but she's still a pit. And big dogs are some of the most loving beings on the planet. They really are. And this dog, Malcolm, I was so in love with him. Oh, I was so in love with Malcolm.
Yes, you were.
And it's just like, you know how you bond with people over dogs? We kind of bonded over the dog and the kids and the workshop and the quality of spirit of both of us and just kindred peoples. And we've been friends ever since. I don't think I've missed your birthday one year.
Ever.
I think this year, I mean, I don't send flowers anymore, but I send videos with my baby now.
That's right.
Because I don't know where you be sometimes. You travel on your birthday. You know Dawn's
Okay,
fly.
come
She
back.
be out in
Here
the
we
world.
go. We have 1 can of garbanzo beans. I put 1 tablespoon of tahini sauce, 1 clove of garlic, because some people don't like spicy. I like 2, but I'm going to do 1 for now. I'm going to put this on my NutriBullet. I'm going to allow, so that, you see that? It stopped. Guess why? Because it's ready for something else. You know what I need to do?
Ooh.
I just need to
Lemon
break
juice?
it down first. Yep.
Lemon juice.
So now I'm going to add lemon juice. About that much.
Okay.
I'm going to add a little bit more tahini.
You need that to loosen it up a little so it blends
well, this
better?
is part of this is all part of the recipe. And
Okay.
then watch, I'm going to add a little bit more lemon juice.
This is going to be so good.
So after that, I'm going to add some of the
Shanita.
juice that was
Ooh.
in the can of
Of the
garbanzo
garbanzo,
beans. Okay. So that will loosen it up a little bit as well.
That looks
And then
so good. I love
watch what
hummus.
me too.
Hummus.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at here. Look at here. Boy, look at here.
But you know
Yeah,
what I'm
there's
going to do,
the hearts for
Ananda? Because you know what I'm going to do? Because I know I'm going to add sun-dried tomatoes.
Ooh.
Sun-dried tomatoes to my hummus.
Look how
I'm going to add
beautiful that looks.
sun-dried
Oh, yeah.
tomatoes to my hummus. Look, I'm going to add about just that much, just for color. And then I got to go back in. I'm going to add more juice from the can of garbanzo beans. Right? So now I have sun-dried tomatoes hummus. Okay, here we go. You hear that?
There it goes. Now it's moving. Look at that. Oh, it's going to be so good.
Boom.
Let me see.
Now. Oh, look at that. You see that?
That
See
looks
that?
delicious.
See that? Now what I'm going to do with that, because hummus, you need a little bit of paprika. So this right here is a rare paprika. It's smoky. So I'm just going to,
smoky paprika.
me too. I'm just going to put a little pinch, a little pinch for color, a little pinch for color. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to come over here and see what's going on with everything. Oh, it looks pretty. See, remember I told you cannot lift stuff. If it's not ready to go, it won't turn.
Oh, you're
That's
trying to
not
lift
ready.
it and it's stuck. Oh, I
It's
see
not
that.
ready.
Do it again. Do it again.
It's not ready.
Yeah,
it's not ready.
So it'll lift easily when it's ready.
When it's ready. Okay. So now we have the rice is cooking. Let's check the rice. Ooh! See, look at that. You smell that, Nandi?
I do. It smells like heaven in a pot.
So now because I had a chicken stock, I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt, a little pepper,
Yummy.
a little cumin. Boom, boom, boom. A little cumin.
Love the patio area outside.
Thank you.
kitchen
Yeah,
life,
show them
Raquel.
around. Show
Lafayette.
them
Here,
around.
Let's see. While she's doing that, let me just show you.
Show them around.
This is West Side Cali. Good weather. About to be the, I guess, end of the summer. Close to the end of the summer. Look at that. Oh, yes. And Dawn and I cover both ends of this spectrum out here. She's much more about the cooking. I'm more about the, let me pour some of this concrete and make some more outdoor area.
Gotta love that. Tell them what happened, how you got inspired when I was building the house and what we did together and how you used to come over my house when I was building.
That Dawn flipped this beautiful, was it 3 stories? It was 3 stories. This house in Glendale. She bought it, she tore it up, flipped it, and I would come over after school. I was in carpentry school at the time. Well, not flip it like, yeah, you didn't redo it to sell it, but she renovated it. And she managed the whole renovation herself, picked all her materials, managed all her people. I was in school in my carpentry program and would come over after and like sit. I was standing with her tradesmen and go, okay, now how do you do this? And it was such a great experience. Remember when your pool got done and watching it go from this. It was a beautiful place to begin with. I mean, she has good taste. She picked a nice house. The bones were beautiful. But once she was done with it, you have before and after pictures of that, don't you? You should post some of those. You guys should see her work. You do? Okay, well, check out her page. There's apparently some pictures there. What street was that?
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
They can go online, 2322
She giving addresses, y'all. 2322
East Chevy Chase Drive.
Drive.
You can see it. I sold it.
Beautiful.
I sold it, so
amazing.
you can go look at it. It was
I remember your floors. I almost remember, was it Brazilian walnut or something, your floors? I almost, because I tried to memorize it because I want to put floors like that in somewhere.
in somewhere,
Beautiful.
anywhere.
So
somewhere.
inspired, and she had the sound system going throughout the house. She had a bathtub in front of the fireplace in the
my
master bedroom.
Inside the bedroom.
At the foot of the bed, there was a tub. Yeah, that's Glendale. Yeah.
But it wasn't really quite just a tub. Tell them about the claw feet and all that.
Oh, yeah, it's a claw foot tub. It was like walking back in time.
Wait, and don't forget your finger on the bottom.
Oh wait, for the mic. There's too many things to remember. You need a case because I'm gonna drop this. It's slippery.
All right, so tell them,
Okay.
Mandy, about how you first started working with BET and MTV. And give them the whole
my
history about what
goodness.
happened back in the day.
Oh my gosh, can I remember that far back? This ancient history, y'all. My brain hurts.
How it
think I
happened,
was
because there's
10.
some young people
And
watching,
then-
and they need to know, like, how things happen.
So really, how it happened for me was not trying to make it happen. It was a happenstance kind of thing. Mike Anderson, I was working with the Youth at Risk program. I was teaching in the summer. My friend Keith Lawson, who worked at BT, told me about this audition for a show, and I've been doing youth work for so long. And then the biggest part for me was I didn't have a job, and I just graduated college, and I was doing this youth program with every intention of going into teaching and to go into the Teach for America program, but I didn't have a job. And I wasn't going to go to law school. That's what my family wanted me to do. It wasn't what I wanted to do. And I guess I've always just been about pursuing my passions and following kind of my dreams and not really understanding where that was going to lead me, but knowing that if I'm making the right decisions, the right thing is going to happen next, right? So I'm taking the right step, and then the right thing is going to reveal itself. And my part is just to do what I know to be right for me in my heart. And that's what I felt like I was doing. I went on this audition for Teen Summit. Hi, we're back. I am not Android savvy. My bad. The devil is a liar. Wait, let's check in on Dawn and the eggplants because she took one off the grill.
I took them off the grill.
I'm supposed to tell that story.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I think the universe said shh.
No. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking, you see how soft it is? This is just from being on the grill.
So good.
This is just from being on the grill for the little bit of time that I had it there. So right now I'm just taking, I'm going to drain it while Nanda's talking. And then I'm going to come back, and I like that split you just did.
I'm trying to pull my pants up. I've lost too much weight.
Finish telling them that's a
okay,
good
what was I talking about? Oh, still with me? My bad. See, every time I touch something on your phone, it pulls up to cancel somebody. I don't like this phone. I want an iPhone.
Don't touch the screen.
I'm not touching the screen. I'm like holding the side. I'm probably holding it wrong. So I got the audition. Me and Prince DeJour were teamed up together for one of the follow-up auditions, and we ended up doing a great job. And I ended up being a part of, really, for us right now, history, right? Teen Summit BT, the years that I did it, I think we broke ground. The Hillary Clinton interview, all the amazing people we had on, all the different kind of programming we did, the live shows when we did Off the Hook and all that stuff. And I think it's hard to know where you are in the moment. I didn't know where I was in the moment, but I knew I was enjoying the moment. I knew I was maximizing the moment. And when it came time to go to MTV, I felt the same way. I felt like I've done this. Here's this new opportunity. Life is about moving forward and trying new things. And so I did that. And the next thing kept coming, and the next thing kept coming. And I think for me, going from wanting to be a teacher to being, at least from other people's perspective, this, person on TV, it got overwhelming for me, Dawn. You saw me get overwhelmed, didn't you? Girl, I was like, can we go back to the Youth at Risk program? Woo! It's a rough field, y'all. Sharks abound. And I don't think, for me, the fit wasn't exactly right, although I didn't miss the blessing that it was. I definitely felt like 11 years was good.
Talking about MTV now?
All of it!
Tell them about how when you got your show and how that show just was not right for you.
Yeah.
Everything ain't for everybody.
Everything is not for everybody. I think people get confused into thinking everybody wants to be famous and everybody wants that life. So did you ever get used to it, and would I do it again? I definitely got used to it. For me, it was like breathing, okay? Because I can talk until I'm blue. I can talk. a big problem for me in school. I was always the kid in class that was like, shut her up, stop talking, you're talking too much. So talking isn't a thing. And I think that's why I kept getting hired, and I think that's why I was considered really good at what I did, because I can just talk.
Okay, wait, I gotta jump in. I gotta jump in on this.
Ah!
I'm gonna tell you what happened. One time, over the many years, like she said, it was since like the 90s, right? So I'm real proud of her. At this point, like, she already got BET. She already got signed to BET. Now she's on MTV. And how many millions of people were watching back then?
Probably a lot.
Okay.
Do you know I never watched myself on TV one time?
Wait, I gotta tell the story.
Sorry.
So at this point, I'm in the Bahamas. I flew out there. Ananda was doing a show out there. MTV had this huge production in the Bahamas at the Atlantis. This is when the Atlantis first was built. It was a new thing.
Ocean Club.
Yep. So I had this beautiful room. Ananda was staying at this great hotel, whatever. So I go down to the set. I go down to the set to see her. You know, now again, we've known each other at this point for 8 years or whatever.
Go back.
We're friends. I go to the set to watch her work, and all these producers and everybody's running over to her. Ananda, this is what's coming up next. It's on the fly. There's not like, you don't study the script. It's not like a week.
Card and there's bullet points.
No, that's it. So I'm sitting down and they're giving her all of this stuff. 5, 6, 7 different people are in her ear telling her what's coming up next.
It's true, because they were an IFB and there was a producer talking.
I've never in my life seen anybody with the work ethics that this chick has. I swear to God. Like, it was unbelievable to watch how many different people told her to say different things and to look at different cameras. And this wasn't, MTV, man. This is not no little small time network. This is 10 or 20 million people at that time was watching the show. So cut to
live a lot.
Live. So cut to after that, she comes to my hotel. There's a casino. We're walking through. White people, Asian people, black people, Mexicans, whatever. Ananda. I'm like, oh my God.
In the middle of the...
Oh my God, like everybody knew her. Little kids, grown people, men coming up to her like, oh my God, you're beautiful, you're so... And you know what she said? And I'll never forget this. She said to one person, he told her how beautiful she is. And she said, thank God I'm smarter than I am pretty.
Did I do that? Dawn, I love you. So see, long-term friends can tell you things about yourself that you might not even remember. And that was that moment right there. And y'all was witnessing it. Well, it's true. That's how my grandma raised me. It's not pretty, it's going to be gone. It's already on its way out. What you got left? You can't just be pretty. What else are you?
What else am I?
What
I'm
else
kind.
are you? You are.
You is smart.
You is smart.
You is kind.
You is kind.
You is kind.
That's right. You is cooking.
That is good.
Yeah, the food dance. Get it on.
So then what happened?
No, I was
so
watching you.
what happened then was MTV played itself out. Ananda had opportunities to continue to stay with them and or take this new thing, which was a talk show, and it was just about her. And as the intelligent person she is, she made the decision to take the show. However, there were producers that did not know Ananda. They didn't know this part. They didn't know the brain that goes with who she is.
And then when they found out, they didn't care.
This is what they did. Her show didn't become what Oprah's show was or what even Tara's show was. It became a show that they kind of like wanted her to do stupid shit, like go on the streets and tell me how hot is this hot sauce. And
Can you take it? Can you take it?
How much hot sauce can you take?
Ooh, I'm going to be in San Diego. Bye-bye. But Dawn, come on. That was foul of me. I look back. Listen, you're not going to get out of this life without making some mistakes. Yes? Yes. You better agree with that because you in denial if you don't. You're not going to get out. That's how we learned, right? I would never handle leaving the way that I handled it before. It was foul. I packed my stuff and I was out.
Bye-bye.
Because that's the Dago country girl in me.
Bye-bye.
I am not from here. Y'all don't know me. I will roll out on you.
Because
and
what?
I did, and
it
I
didn't
didn't.
feel
Because
good.
because you're making me violate myself, and now I gotta go.
Yeah.
Making me violate myself, and now I gotta go.
So let's come back over here so I can show
But
them
now
what
I
I've
know
done.
better. This looks delicious, Dawn.
What
Are we
I've
about to
done
eat
is-
this?
Okay.
We about to eat this.
So what I've done at this point is I added some shish kebabs, some meat, because we have fish that's almost ready.
So wait, what was that? You just
This
put
is
some
thyme.
hoju on the. Look at that.
This is
Oh,
thyme. I'm just breaking up the thyme. I'm just breaking it up
I
and
love
just
it.
adding it. Instead of shaking it out of a bottle, this is fresh thyme.
Is there something clicking? Wait, there's something
this
clicking.
is clicking. It's just
Okay.
part of the.
All
It's
right.
just part of the thing. So I'm
want
just
it
breaking up
interrupting.
some thyme. Breaking up some thyme, and then you saw the tarragon already. The fish is almost done. I've turned it. I already turned it once. Everything's on low. The shish kebab is ready to turn.
That looks
guys.
so good. And look, she's ready with a light. I love how prepared
That's
you are.
right. And so
Joan Weed said, it looks yummy. You're a good cook. Melissa HGTV show in the works. Well, I mean, I am who all my friends call to fix everything. We'll see what happens. And I could build for real because I love. Woo! Fire! 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 Follow me! So, present time, today. Let me answer some of those questions. The favorite thing I've built is my bed. I made a king-size bed. It's gorgeous. I sleep in it every night, and I love it. I built it while I was still breastfeeding, so I was taking breaks every couple of minutes. And then the next favorite thing, I think I'm about to build my son a sandbox, a really cool one with benches and stuff that fold down, and that's going to be cool. Oh my gosh, look at this. We're jumping all around. I hope you guys are keeping up. I know you are. You smart like a. You can handle it. You can handle it. But building really is my passion and my love right now. And life is about doing what you love and what you're passionate about. And I'm not going to not do that anymore. And
look
you know,
at this
however.
real quick while you talk. This
Whoa,
was
look
the
at that.
eggplant. I'm adding a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of
Cinnamon on eggplant?
cinnamon, a little bit of cumin, and a little bit
Okay,
of nutmeg.
okay.
Because guess what? It's going to add a nutty flavor to it. So this is mint, and you saw that. Can you get close to that?
Oh, look at that.
All right.
I love it. This looks so good. We are alive is what we are. We done lost too many people this year for me not to enjoy my life and know that it's short and not promised. You better have a good time and get out here and have some fun and quit worrying about what people think about you and live your life.
Hello.
For real. That's what I'm talking about. So that's what y'all are seeing. Two women who are living their lives. She's opening the fish.
Look at that.
Oh, that looks so good. So how long did we cook that about?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. That's all it takes? That big old fish?
Yeah,
looks
ma'am.
awesome.
Hey y'all, I have a new channel. It's called Dinner with the Dawn TV. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya!